What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there, strolling below the screen, people. All right, man. Y'all got excuse me, man. Y'all see me sniffling and shit. It's my fucking allergies acting up, man. Listen, this ain't gonna be a long show today, people. Tonight, people. I'll probably maybe do an hour. That's about it. Get my ass in the bed, and get my ass back up for work today, man. I had fucking I had 300 stops today, and fucking 450 packages. Crazy numbers. That shit is ridiculous crazy. But anyway, I knocked that shit out because I ain't wasn't even supposed to work tomorrow. But motherfucker was like, I had did my manager a favor and shit by taking that route. He was like, because I'm already past my fucking hours for the week, and they're like, fuck it, you know, we're gonna do you some solid, man. We're gonna let you come in and get some more paper. I was like, all right, cool. I'll be in there tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. And listen, they fucked me wrong. I'll bullshit the shit out of that route. Whatever route they give me tomorrow, I'll probably bullshit that bitch and be out that bitch for even longer. Fuck with me wrong. But anyway, hope everybody having a blessed day, man. Listen. You know the bad part about this right here is that I don't even know how to feel about this, right? I don't know if to feel angry or saddened or shocked about this. Like, I don't know what emotions that I feel about this, right? Because this is probably some of the most sad shit I have ever heard from a black Trump supporter. And it's almost, this is why I call all Trump supporters stupid. Because this shit sounds stupid. And this black Trump supporter that's speaking sounds stupid. But let's go ahead and get it in, people. I told you I ain't going to be long tonight. Shout out to my brother Henderson in the building. What up, Henderson? Yeah, man, I had fucking crazy deliveries, man. That shit was crazy today. Like, it was just the route. Like, the route was just crazy, right? Like, the fucking route that I see today, it's some shit that we get in peak season. Like, anything in peak season, you're gonna see 200, 250 stops a day. Like, that ain't, that's like almost normal peak season, but that shit was even worse than peak season, kind of like you talking about 300 fucking stops, bro. That shit was ridiculous. And I ran through that shit, but it was my manager was calling me like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm pacing myself. I'm not going to burn my fucking self out. You know what I mean? Like, and I had apartments and shit too. Like, it wasn't a lot of apartments, but it was enough of them bitches where you could have burnt yourself out. I could have burnt myself out fucking with them packages. You know what I mean? And it was my last day, bro. I've been working 4 days. Like, I don't even work 4 days a week. I work 3 days a week. I was doing the other manager a favor by working the last Saturday and fucking Thursday. So, like, you know, I don't like when the motherfuckers be calling me. Like, yo, don't call me, man. I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm a top driver. I'm top 5, top 10 driver. Like, I don't fucking need you to call me, you know. See if I'm all right. I'm fine. If I ain't fine, I'll let you know. But, you know, I was irritated at first, but then I couldn't be that mad at him because he's just trying to check on me and shit. But anyway, but let's get it in, y'all. Listen to this bullshit from this Trump supporter. Crazy.
And I'm not a fan of people being dragged off the street and all that. I understand they're trying to enforce some sort of immigration. I don't want to say law. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm not a fan of ripping people from their homes. And there's a better way to do this. And
time out, sir. You sound stupid. We tried to tell y'all this shit years ago. He act like this shit just happened. That they just snatching people from their businesses. Listen, I'm gonna tell you some real fuck shit. Do y'all remember they locked that judge up? I don't know if it was Minnesota or Milwaukee. It was one of them. But the judge got arrested because fucking ICE tried to come in her courtroom and grab immigrant. And she told him hell no, and she told them they can go through the back. You're not doing that shit in front of my court or whatever, however it was. But that judge is still got to go to trial or some shit if I ain't mistaken. They actually genuinely arrested that lady. Like they was doing shit like that. That was from the beginning. That should have let you know this some bullshit. Now they're talking about these motherfuckers are going in, well, they was going in. They started going in people the schools where the kids are. That should have been like, what the fuck? Then they can't. They know now they can't go inside the courts and do that shit no more, right? Because at this point, if they do some shit like that without a warrant, the judges in them courthouses can arrest ICE bitch asses. So now they wait for people to come out that already is established through the courts that they can be here, and they just grabbing people outside of the immigration court and just throwing them in there and taking them off, even though they have legal status to be here. So I don't know what the fuck this dude talking about, right? Then the second thing is, we told you this shit. They did this shit years ago when they was separating children from their parents. When he first did the immigration shit back in when he in his first term, you didn't see nothing wrong with that, and you still voted for this motherfucker. Come on, bro. Don't tell me you ain't good with them snatching people from their homes. Yeah, all right. This nigga must think the rest of us is slow because he's slow. But let's move on.
But you still voted for him, right?
Hey, Clay, I still voted for him, but I'm not a person
Do you regret voting for him at all? Now that you see this happening? Go ahead.
I do not regret. I don't regret him, but I don't regret voting for him. But there is one thing that I do regret.
So why are you having a conversation? If you're just calling to express what you like or dislike, nobody gives a fuck. You can do that on your own social media page, on Facebook or something. What are you calling into the show for? Like, you're not regretting what you voted for this. Put it this way. You voted for this shit. So you can't be upset about something that you voted for. Like at this point, I don't even give a fuck about Republicans bitching complaining about, or Trump supporters bitching complaining about anything. Like Marjorie Green, she mad all of a sudden. Nobody gives a fuck. You mad at Trump? So you voted for everything that you're upset about. They told you how they felt. Listen, can I explain something to people? It's not like Trump and the Trump supporters. No, I say the Trump and his administration and the Republicans, the Trump politicians, didn't tell everybody exactly what their policy is and ideology is. So I don't understand why now some of the Trump supporters that voted for Trump, all of a sudden now y'all upset of what he's doing or not doing. I don't understand. He told you everything that he's doing exactly what he told you he was going to do. So I don't understand. I don't understand why he even called in. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? Like, come on, man. These people, like I said, they got to be slow or they just plain stupid at this point, because none of this shit he's saying makes any sense. You still voted for him. But anyway, let's go back just a little bit. Oh, shit, I went back too far. Hold on, people. I done went back too damn far. There we go.
I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm not a fan of ripping people from their homes, and there's a better way to do this. And
but you still voted for him, right?
Hey, Clay, I still voted for him, but I'm not a person
do you regret voting for him at all? Now that you see this happening? Go ahead.
I do not regret. I don't regret him, but I don't regret voting for him. But there is one thing that I do regret. I regret that white conservatives don't understand that there is also other people of different races, different nationalities that voted.
Whoa. Let's go back. No, I gotta hear that again, because I know my ears is not deceiving me. But let me go back and look at this again. Let me go back.
Right, I still voted for him, but I'm not a person
do you regret voting for him at all? Now that you see this happening? Go ahead.
I do not regret. I don't regret him, but I don't regret voting for him. But there is one thing that I do regret. I regret that white conservatives don't understand that there is also other people of different races, different nationalities that voted.
You said what I do regret is that white conservatives don't understand that it is other nationalities in the camp, basically. That's not a regret. What are you regretting? This is how I know he's slow. But anyway, the other part is he didn't peep this. Have you seen Trump rallies? Have you heard how white conservatives speak about other minority groups and black folks. DEI. Just DEI right there. You should have been. Okay. I swear to y'all, we in a twilight zone. Something is really, really wrong. What the hell? My wife must have put that shit back there. I just noticed that shit. I got it, yo. This shit do look like clutter back there. I gotta get this shit up out of here. Get the damn dining room back. It been on me. I'm gonna have to take like a day to just really do it. You know me, man. I got OCD real bad, so it'll take me a day to just get all this shit out of here. It ain't nothing but like my daughter homeschool shit, because this was our homeschool spot and shit. That's why y'all see a lot of that shit. Well, my hats or whatever. That ain't nothing. I got fucking totes and shit where I put all my hats at, and I got hats upstairs and shit. So, do I got some still downstairs? No, I ain't got nothing downstairs. But anyway, yeah, man, he's slow, man. He's slow or he just plain stupid. It ain't nothing but bigotry, racism, homophobes, anti-Semitics, sexist pieces of shit. That's what that whole party is about. If you ain't white, it ain't right. The fuck? They use you minority groups to turn against your own people. So they ain't got to say some of the shit that y'all say. And then they use the little statistics of, it's more Latinos and more Chinese and more Hispanics and more black people and white women, because there wasn't a lot of black women. And it wasn't really a lot of black men. It was just as black male support went up a little bit. That's it. And he uses y'all to talk down to your own race. And this nigga is shocked that it's racism in that party. He regret that. Regret what? You can't regret that. That shit don't even make any sense. But anyway, let's move on. Let's listen to this idiot.
For Trump and the racism and the bigotry I see from white conservatiors, it's appalling. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only thing. But
wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. You are
hold up. This nigga trying to use big words and shit. This is appalling. But you sound stupid. Don't use big words, nigga. You are stupid. And just because you can use big words doesn't mean that you're not stupid. Listen, man. You didn't peep this racism shit before you voted for these motherfuckers. Like, that's why I say I don't even know how to feel about this. It's like, yo, you didn't vet the party. Listen, stupid blunt Trump supporter. I'm not a Democrat because I know that the Democrats be giving black people crumbs. Right? I had to get the fuck out the party. And I don't want them motherfuckers thinking that because I'm a Democrat, they gonna get my vote. Because I'm a Democrat. No, you gotta earn my vote, or like I said, this last election, I knew this shit was real. So I had to play who's worse. Who's better off for the country as a whole? Who's better off first of all, better off our people first. And then who's better off for the country second. So I voted Vice President Harris. I'd have voted Joe Biden I'd have voted for Joe Biden if he was the goddamn nominee. Before I wouldn't have voted, because like the vote when Joe Biden and Trump, you know, in 2020 or 2021, 2020, 2021, I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for Joe. I'm still here, people. I ain't vote for Joe. I told y'all my allergies acting up, man. My nose is running like a motherfucker. Yeah, I didn't vote for Joe. I actually voted independent because I told black folks we should have took a stand right there and let Trump go ahead and do what he was going to do. So we ain't had to deal with this shit 4 years later. And now you got, see, because now he had 4 years, and Republicans, they have 4 years to set up everything they doing. The bad part about it was Trump ain't even supposed to win this last election. The crazy shit about it, the Democrats, Joe Biden and them, fucked it up again. This is why I'm not a Democrat. Trump supposed to be in jail, people. Motherfuckers was like, well, how's it going to look if the president is in jail? It's setting a bad, what the motherfucker use? What word they use? Bad principle or some shit like that. That's a word they use. I don't give a fuck. The man committed crimes. If Joe Biden was committing crimes like Trump committed, they would have been like, he's supposed to be in jail. Lock his ass up. All the Republicans. But they played Democrats like they always do. The DAs, the federal government, the DOJ, they was bullshitting. Trump supposed to be in jail. Now we got to deal with this stupid shit, this stupid motherfucker, and all this dumb shit that's going on. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, little bro? Come on, man. Like, listen, I keep telling y'all, I don't worry about a lot of shit people worry about. I care about people because people go through shit, and I know they're going through some shit. That's the only reason I give a fuck about a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, like at my core, I don't really give a fuck about a lot of shit people care about. Cause I don't move around in my life like on like how people live. Like people, like materialistic shit means more to a lot of people in this country. And it doesn't for me. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit people care about. Everything's materialistic. Like I said, a lot of people ain't willing to risk shit. So if you ain't really willing to risk shit, then shut the fuck up. Like I tell people all the time, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I don't got time to be playing people's stupid ass games. It's like Trump supporters. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Listen, y'all can't, even the ones that's mad at Trump now, I don't care. The immigrants, all this shit happening to y'all, I don't care. I'm a grown ass man, dog. If I could sit back, I work just like the rest of you motherfuckers work. If I can take time out of my days when I can to pay attention to what the fuck is going on in the country and educate myself, you could have too. But I told you, a lot of them roll with Trump off of ideology, and they stupid. And they most likely bigots and shit and racist too. The sellout coon niggas, they most likely bigots. They listen, they most likely, because we can't be racist, we only can be bigots. Listen, and be anti-black. So, and they really genuinely thought that they was one of them. Instead of paying attention what the party ideology really is. Racism. bigotry, sexism, and you fought, and you motherfuckers fought, and you Trump supporters followed along with this shit. And now y'all want to cry and complain, I don't like that. Well, hey man, I ain't like it either. I don't like it either, but we told y'all this shit was gonna happen. So I don't know what you don't like, what you upset about. Cause I ain't upset about nothing Trump doing. Nothing. I ain't mad at nothing. Cause I expected everything that he's doing and the Republican Party is doing, I expected. It's nothing to be upset about. I'm not mad about none of that shit. We tried to tell y'all. I told people, even then, still prepare yourself. If Trump wins, prepare yourself. Stop going out here spending your money willy-nilly. Hey, how about you motherfuckers move to somewhere in the black, where black people is? Like, for the black folks, like, you motherfuckers, listen, people don't listen to me. Now everybody, a lot of motherfuckers crying now. Nah, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Let's move on.
By white conservatives who are supporting or who supported Donald Trump. Yet you're doing the same thing that they're doing with your vote.
Basically.
You're doing the same exact thing. So you have I guess maybe you're getting a little bit of a wake-up call and you're saying, yo, these white conservatives, you don't like this racism. And mind you, this happened in the first term. You had children being locked up in cages. But
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he been, though. If he don't like the racism he don't see from the conservatives, they been doing this shit. Like you all of a sudden didn't see this shit? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, I know. It wasn't happening to you. You didn't have a problem with it because it was happening to somebody else that looked like you. Or people that was a different color skin, but they was a minority. You didn't care about them. But now you care because it's affecting you. Oh, let me just put it this way. That don't work for me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Listen, I said this shit to Weezy years ago. It was about Candace Owens. I said they can call Candace Owens all types of niggas, bitches, whatever. What's the little racist dude, Nick Fuentes, whatever his name? Man, he be going off on them black conservatives. And it's okay with me. I don't give a fuck. You notice I never do videos about him. Because you know what I respect about him? He a racist. And he ain't scared to say he ain't a racist. Now, if he was in my presence, he get to start talking that racist shit to me, I smack the shit out of him. But I don't give a fuck that he does that. He get mad to them coons, he can go off. What I'm defending the coon for? Because they black? No. All black people ain't kinfolks. So, listen, he can dog Candace Owens out. He can he just dogged out Brandon Tatum, Jason Whitlock. He called all them coons out. He was calling them coons too. He might just fuck the coon shit. He might just call them niggas. I'm sorry, niggers. Because they the real niggers. We the niggas. They the niggers. They the house niggers. So, with the ER on that bitch, that's who they are. I don't give a fuck about that. Just like this dude right here speaking. I don't give a fuck about him. He a house nigga. He a house nigga. I don't give a fuck about him. Now he mad about racism. Nigga, where was you at? That shit been there. All of a sudden, you peeping it now? Man, nah. I ain't buying that shit. It probably happened to you now. And now, because you probably seen it already, but it wasn't happening to you. And so now that it's happening to you, now you got a problem with it. Nah, that don't work for me. Sorry. I had told Craig and them I was gonna kick it with them. Gotta go. See you when I see you. Coon ass Negro.
Who, with your vote, are doing the same exact thing that, according to your own language, white conservatives did. So, what makes you any different?
He not.
You're right, Clay. Nothing makes me different. Maybe it took me voting for Trump to actually see that white people don't care who you vote for. If you're not one of them, or if you're not one of them, period.
Top time. That is so disturbing. That is so disturbing. He said, maybe it took me to vote for Trump to figure out that these white folks, I mean, he's trying to basically say conservatives. It took that? It took you to vote for this motherfucker? For you to figure out that whole party is racist? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Is he trolling? Is this nigga trolling us? Come on, man. No, bro. Nah. I'm not buying that shit. And listen, even if I did buy it, all I can call you is a stupid coon nigga. Like, so either way, I despise you. I put it this way. I don't care. Like, I don't feel any sympathy or empathy for you because you black. I think some of these coon niggas think it's okay to sell us out because they black. And I fucked up, man. I went over. No, nigga, no. When you sell out, when you sell your people out for your own self, to be selfish, you okay with other black people being hurt by racists, long as you don't get hurt, nigga, no. No. I'm not letting that go. No. I don't feel sorry for any of these coons. Like I said, don't wish death on them. Don't wish no harm on them. But anything happened to them, I'm going to treat these motherfuckers just like I treated Hulk Hogan racist ass. What's the dude named Herman Cain when he died? I don't give a fuck. Fuck Herman Cain. Fuck all of them. Listen, I don't give a fuck they did or lie. I don't care. You don't get no pass, nigga, because you black. No, nigga, you got to put work in. As black people, you got to put work in with your people. This whole notion, some black people think that they can just slide. Or we're just going to slide. We're going to slide on in to be black when it's comfortable. No, nigga, listen, I'm black every day. I ain't black part of the time. I don't try to pretend I'm not something some of the times. Nigga, no, I'm black 24/7 a day. I wake up black. I go to sleep black. I was born black. And I'm gonna die black. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. Like, listen, man, you can't play me. And some of you black folks, you sell out niggas, you like to play those games. You want to dip over there with them white supremacists and then try to jump back when some shit get fucked up. Nah, nigga, stay over there. Stay over there. Don't claim us. But we don't claim you. Listen, and peace and love to the brothers and sisters that want to give them second and third chances. I ain't doing that. I seen too much shit in the last decade and a half of these since Trump was running. of how these niggas been selling us out. No, I'm not doing that. Ain't no coming back. Stay on that side, nigga. You come to find out it ain't a lot of us over there. That's what you come to find out. Ain't a lot of us blacks over there. And you thought, oh, I'm gonna mingle with the racists though. They accept me. You know the only reason they accept you is because you talk down about your people. And you agree with their stereotypes about you and your own people. Because they think the same about you. They actually make fun of you. Listen, they hate black people like me. They don't really hate you. They actually make fun of you, of how stupid you are. I'm glad they hate me. I'm good with it. I'm so happy they hate me. Because that, you know why I'm glad racists hate me? Is because it lets me know I'm on the right side. I'm with the right folks, which is my folks, my people. That's how I don't give a fuck about nothing. Listen, man. Let's move on, y'all.
They gonna hate you no matter what. Not all white people. I want to say that.
Not all, of course not. But did you think you were one of them? Did you think you were one of the special ones because you, as a black man in Texas, you supported Trump? Did you think that?
High quality ingredients, no harmful pesticides. Stonyfield organic, good on purpose.
No, I didn't think that at all. But I just was thinking in 2025, it's like, you know, I mean, we're in 2025. We're not in the late 1800s, but something.
But that don't even make any sense. That means you don't know what. Can I please tell y'all? Some of these Trump supporters, regardless if they black, white, whatever race they are, they don't pay attention to politics like y'all think. They genuinely don't. They don't even study the ideology of both parties. They don't even do that. If I say that studying the ideology, I guarantee you they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you know what? I ain't even going to explain it. Because if you know you'll know what I'm saying if you actually study the ideology of both parties. I know the history of both parties. So if you do know that, then I ain't even got to explain it to you. But I damn sure ain't trying to explain it to stupid ass Trump supporters. They dumb. This shit don't make no sense. Let's move on.
Brother, with all due respect, why were you so surprised? I mean, during the campaign, Donald Trump said that black people can relate to him more. I'm paraphrasing here, because he has a mugshot. I mean, during the campaign, he accused Haitian immigrants of eating cats and dogs, which was
Let me stop it there too. Imagine, people. Listen, I actually come from street shit. Right? I was raised in this shit. Right? I was born into this street shit. Right? Listen, people. You know how I can still get a good job? Because I ain't been arrested like that. I didn't get caught as much as a lot of niggas I know that got caught. Okay? A lot of my homies, a lot of people I fuck with. Listen, I was smart about my shit. I moved different. Right? And got lucky. Got very, very lucky. Right? Because I was really in some real serious shit a lot of the times. Listen, I can count on my fingers how many mug shots I have. I got more mug shots than Trump. And I still, listen, my hand of God, I still can't relate. How can I relate to niggas that actually do street shit. I've been out the game for years. I've been at the game since I was fucking what? I say 19. I'm 44 years old. Listen, bro, I'll probably when I was in the streets, I probably had what, maybe 2 mug shots when I was in the streets. I remember one, I got my dad did some bullshit, got me arrested. Tried to say I stole a car and shit. I mean, I was a part of it, but I didn't drive the motherfucking car. I think I told y'all that story, but I'm the only one got arrested for that. My stepsister, same age as me, she the one was actually driving the fucking car. We both went on that bullshit, but I only one got arrested. So I had that one mug shot as a juvenile, and then I had the one mug shot when I caught the 10th murder. Right? So now, mind you, I didn't. Well, no, hold on. No, I got 3. Because then I got that one shit, got the mugshot. I actually did time for that, still in the car shit. The second shit was what the fuck did I get arrested for? The fuck I get arrested for? The second time. I know it was the second time. Because I was, no, yeah, I did. I got arrested. I got caught with money. But they still charged me. No, that they arrested me. I ran from the police. I remember that shit. I ran from the police. I had weed on me or whatever. They never found the weed or whatever. And but I still got charged for, what the fuck did I get charged for? I can't remember, so fucking long ago. I think I probably was like 17 or 18 or something. No, I wasn't even 18. No, I wasn't 18 yet. I probably was like 16 or 17 when that happened. I don't know what the fuck did I get charged with that. I mean, what the fuck I get charged with? Because I wound up still having to go to court. Because what the fuck did I get charged with? But anyway, I can't remember what I got charged with because they never found drugs and no shit on me. Right? I never got caught with drugs. Ever. Even when I caught my 10th murder, I didn't get caught with the gun. Okay? Nigga snitched on me. Nigga, I allegedly supposed to did what I did to him. Nigga snitched on me. So that's the only reason I even got arrested and was even in jail. So, and I even got probation. Right? I actually took a plea deal. Cause I used to get arrested a lot, but as a juvenile, you don't really get like after you get like your first like back in the day when you first get like a lot of that shit, especially in the 90s, when you get your first like couple of headshots and shit like that and fingerprints, they don't even do that shit no more because you most likely in the system, right? And you're a juvenile, so I didn't get a lot of like, you know, mug shots and shit. So that's what I said. I only know of 3 that I know I definitely had. I genuinely remember. It could be a little more. I used to get arrested a lot. Well, they never had nothing on me. So a lot of times I didn't even get mug shots and shit. Like they take mug shot. Because like I said, a lot of times they knew who the fuck I was. And they knew I was a juvenile and they ain't got nothing on me. So they just called my parent. I mean, they called like my mom, my grandma's, whoever. My aunt came and got me a couple of one time. Grandma came and got me a couple of times. My mom came and got me a couple of times. So I got arrested a lot, but they never had nothing on me. So they used to let me go. Right? So out of that, I think, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I had gotten in a situation with my mom that one time. They didn't even charge me with that. They ain't charged me like disorderly conduct or no shit like that. They just took me in and shit. I was fucked up. Remember, my mom got into it and shit, and they took me and shit, like sobered me up, and they let me out the fucking next day. But I was already on probation at the time because of the attempt murder shit. So I was like in hot waters and shit. So when I went to go see my PO and shit, you know, she let me slide. Shout out to her. I ain't gonna name my name, but shout out to her. So that was that one time. Then I got arrested again. I had crashed my car. I was probably about 20, 25, 26. I had just got my license and shit like that, and I crashed my car and shit. Motherfucking African cop was on some bullshit. Him and this Mexican chick, they was on some bullshit. And they arrested me and shit, and I got on probation for a little minute after that shit. But I haven't been like nothing serious. Like it ain't been like no criminal shit. Like that shit is like almost like bullshit. You like the only serious shit I really got arrested for was the attempt murder. Believe it or not. And when I caught the fucking attempt murder, I caught that around like 17. And that's why I was on probation for damn near 6 years. The judge looked out for me. He was basically kind of judge. This was a white judge. He kind of looked out for me. He kind of was like this. Nigga, look, you looking at? Cause I used to get arrested all the time. That shit is on your record. It's on there. I'm gonna follow you a juvenile. You don't get caught with shit, but you keep getting arrested like that. That shit is on there. It's documented. So, motherfucking judge is like, hey man, I can lock your ass up. I can give you. Listen, all the shit that you. If I want to, I can give you. Motherfucker told me I can give you. He was trying. I don't know if he was trying to give me. He was trying to give me 10 years. He was trying to give me 10 years in prison because at that time, about the time I went to go see him, I was an adult now. I couldn't do juvenile time at that time. And he was like, I can charge you as a fucking adult, not because of all this shit that you got. He was serious about that shit. He was going to lock my ass up. And I was like, no, sir, I'm stay out of trouble, blah, blah, blah. No lie to you, that was probably, well, no, I ain't going to say that. No, because even after that, I still was selling drugs. Like I wasn't doing it like I used to do it, but I would like because they made me go to a program and shit and shit like that. So, but when I got out the program, I'd go back in the hood and sell dope for a couple of hours. It wasn't like crazy. Like I wasn't out there for hours. It was like maybe about 2-3 hours or some shit like that. But yeah, and it wasn't every day, but I was, I still was out there doing that shit. It was like keeping one. I always tell y'all, having one foot in the game and one foot out that game, that shit can fuck you up. You know what I mean? You can lose people. You could lose your life. But, that's all I knew, bro. And then I think once I got in the program a little bit, I still was like 18. And shout out to my mentor, white dude named Steve Butts and shit. He basically like got me a job at UPS. That was my first job ever. I was like 18. I was like, I'm gonna get you out of these streets, man. He knew what I was doing. He knew I was still dabbling in the streets and shit. As I told him. I ain't lied to him. That's how much I trusted him and I cared about him and shit. He cared about me and shit. He was like, man, you can't be doing that shit. I was like, hey, man, I live in the hood, man. Like, I don't even know how to fill it. At that time, I didn't know how to fucking fill our application out. Like, honestly. I sold, they never fucking had no job. I never had a job until I was fucking 18 years old. So, That was my first job. I got out of the street after that. I wasn't in the street no more when he got me that job. I was about 18. But you know, you still live in the hood and shit. So it's like, even though I ain't selling dope and shit, I'm still hanging around street niggas. My family, they still street niggas. Like, you know what I mean? You like, so you're not like, you ain't move away from the fucking shit. And even when I moved away from it, right? Like, I wound up moving with a guy named Sean and shit. He had this program and shit that he had where he let me come live there. I had to pay no rent or nothing. I just had to work in a cafe, and he'll take half of my check, that's like paying rent, and other half go to my pocket. Right? And then the crazy shit about it, I wanted to go and work with my cousin Black Boy and shit, my cousin Marty and shit. He like my older cousin and shit. I went to go work with him. This is before FedEx. This is when it was called FedEx was called RPS at the time. And I used to go work there. So I used to get like 2 fucking checks. I was balling. Like, at that time, I felt like I was balling, nigga. Like, I was working during the day and I worked overnight. Like I would go work at night and then come home, take a shower. Fucking that. Come on, take a shower, go right down, work in the cafe for a couple of hours, and then like do some schooling and shit like that. I was doing that type of shit. Yeah, no, I was going to it was a community college like right across the street, and I was going there. I did that shit for like 3 months. I was done with that shit. I didn't fuck that shit. But I didn't like school. So it was like, that shit, they was doing that shit to keep me out of trouble. So it was like, my whole day was like that. But then, nigga, I would, like, the weekend come, I ain't got no school. I ain't working neither one of those jobs. Nigga, I would go back to the hood. You know what I mean? Go back to the hood, ball out and shit. Shining, you know. Back doing, not getting in the bullshit, but, you know, not doing like the street shit, like not like selling dope or no shit like that, but I was, you know, you're amongst the bullshit. Motherfuckers still in the hood, man. I used to go to the fucking hood. Me and my man Marlon and shit. I used to take my man Marlon with me. Because we both was from the hood. But he was just from Greenmount and I was just from you know, St. Clair and shit. It's not that even that far from each other, but it's some distance. But you can walk it. You can walk the Greenmount from where I live. Well, where I was from. You can walk there. It's a little walk, but it ain't that far though. It may be 2 miles, maybe. But and it depends where you go, because you had to go through certain blocks and shit to get to certain places. Because if you ain't from a certain fucking place, nigga, you getting robbed or you getting jumped. You know what I mean? Or you fuck around and get killed. So, you know, you had to move right. But yeah, man. Listen, because I look back at a lot of that bullshit back in the day that I used to do. Right? I got lucky. Even though when I got out of the game, I still was there. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I still was in that shit. Like, I was still amongst that shit. Like, even though I wasn't selling the dope, I wasn't shooting niggas and shit like that. But, or, you know, none of that street shit. But I still was amongst the street niggas. Because I didn't know, I couldn't hang, I didn't understand, I was only used to hanging around street motherfuckers. I wasn't used to hanging around people that ain't in the streets. You know what I mean? So, like, my mentor, he used to take me a lot. Like, nigga used to take me to his house. He take me to softball games and shit. He was like, man, you good. And he was like, I didn't know how good you was in baseball. Like, they was out, that bitch loved me. They was out, that bitch acting like I was like a superstar or some shit. You get what I mean? You know, but, you know, that shit was like easy to me because I played baseball. So it wasn't like, you know, but yeah, he listen, man, my mentor, Steve Buck, man, he used to always try to keep me out of trouble, man. Always. It just, yo, that's why I understand the niggas in the street. Yo, it's hard to leave them streets. It really is. Because if that's all you know, like that's all I knew from the day I was born. I hung around nothing but street people. Like my family, they all streets. Ain't nobody really that was that successful back then. Like the only person I knew that was kind of like really successful like that was my cousin Man and shit, because he was in the military. Other than that, like nobody was around me that I knew that was very successful like that. My mom, she was going to nursing school, but she wanted to get hooked on drugs and shit. So, you know, I didn't really know a lot of, or I couldn't comprehend a lot of that shit. But everybody in my fucking family was on that shit, man. We from the streets. You hang around in the neighborhood, bro. Hang around in that environment. Nobody is it's almost normal. It's not no shit that like, oh, like how if I look at it now, I'd be like, I don't know how the fuck, why would I be like, you get what I mean? But when you growing up in that shit is normal. That's why I don't be hard on niggas in the street. Because listen, that shit is normal. You normalize that shit. And it's not even you normalize it. It's just your norm. All you know is street shit. All you know is motherfuckers in the street. You can't hang around other motherfuckers. Because you only know street shit. People think it's easy to get out the game. It's actually not. And it's not even just about selling dope and shit like that. It's the culture in the streets. You feel comfortable around niggas that act like you. You get what I mean? Regardless if you ain't doing what they're doing, it's still an interaction that y'all all share. You know when some dumb shit pop off. Like, you know. Like, you know, you leave friends and family members and shit like that. That's why I always tell people I have what you call I forgot what that shit is called. It's called like guilt, remorse, or some shit like that. I can't think of it right now, but I feel guilty a lot of times. Like I can't listen. It's sad. Like I think about short time. I can't hang around a lot of my family. I can't hang around some of the niggas, and I genuinely love them at my core of my heart, but I just can't be around them. It doesn't like do me any good, right? It's almost like something that trigger me. You know, it's too much trauma there. I always tell people it's just too much trauma being around them. So I only go around when I need to, right? Or when I have to, right? But I can't hang around my family like that. And I can't hang around my niggas like that because it's just too traumatizing for me. You know, even when just talking to them, having conversations, the shit always just go left. Because they can't understand where I'm at. And I don't understand where they at. And it's a disconnect there. And I'm not trying to understand what the fuck they going through. Like, genuinely, I just really give a fuck about that shit. You know what I mean? Like I always tell them we can do bad on our own. But we can do great together. But we can't get on the same, like, you just can't, I can't get on the same, we can't get on the same accord. Like, it's weird, bro. I love them to death. I know they probably love me too, but we just can't, you know how you fall out of vibe with with motherfuckers? You just fall out of vibe with them. The vibe ain't the same. They done moved to where, like, I put it this way. I was so more in the streets than a lot of my family members was. Right? Not all of them, but a lot of them. And so I did shit, seen shit, lost people. People died in my arms. People died around me. People died right beside me, get their head blown up. Like, so I got trauma from being around, like being in the hood a lot. Like even just going, I never feel good. Like if I go to my grandma's house, I never feel good about that shit. I lost people on that block, around the corner, however you want to look at it, lost people. So I never feel welcome, right? I always feel anxious and I always feel like I gotta be on my toes, which you should be, nigga, you're in the hood. But I don't feel like, even being around my family, like I just don't, the vibe off. They think it's about them, but it's really not. You know, it's about the people that died for me. You know, so I never forget that shit. That shit, I used to have nightmares for years of all the death I used to see, or a lot of my niggas I knew was a part of that shit and I was there. You know, people don't understand that shit. But anyway, people, give me 1 second. All right, people, I'm back. Let's get back into it. What the hell? What the hell happened? Oh shit, give me a second, y'all.
Next channel, right channel.
Go back a little bit.
Donald Trump said that black people can relate to him more. I'm paraphrasing here, because he has a mugshot. I mean, during the campaign, he accused Haitian immigrants of eating cats and dogs, which was a lie. During the campaign, they had that bizarre rally at Madison Square Garden. When Byron Donalds comes out, they're playing that.
Shout out to my brother LT in the building. LT says. Yeah, listen. Not to get too, like, I know I went off on the rant. Listen, if you grown like from that shit, like I come from it, right? I know a lot of shit that I did was wrong. Now maybe I didn't comprehend it fully what I was doing wrong because that shit was so normalized to me, right? Because like I told you, I was born into that shit, right? I told you, like, listen, man, I got an uncle right now, nigga. This nigga is a hitman. He in jail for the rest of his life. He ain't never getting out. Like, he was a part of help raising me. You get what I mean? Like, my dad wasn't no gangster motherfucker like that, but he was a street nigga. He was like, he hung around in the streets. He used to get into shit. My dad is known from motherfuckers that grew up with him, right? Like, so my mom, she got busy in the street. I got uncles, cousins, was like that in the street. So I grew up around that shit. So I didn't think a lot of that shit was as bad as, like, then let's go for like a lot of young folks that be in the street. You grew up in that shit. You don't think that shit is as bad as you think. You know what I mean? Like, you see your parents and your uncles, your cousins, and all motherfuckers involved in that shit, your homeboys, they get into, you know it's wrong, but you don't understand how wrong it is because it's normalized. So yeah, I had to take responsibility. I get out the street, I hurt my people. I did shit to my people. Like niggas that I had beef with, or I didn't like, or killed the homie of mine. I'm not mad at them niggas no more. The fuck am I mad about? That shit was street shit. I leave that shit as street shit. That's what's supposed to happen. That niggas was supposed to kill my niggas. Right? And my niggas and whatever we did to they niggas or whatever, or to them, we were supposed to do that. That's street shit. It doesn't make it right. I know it's wrong, but I leave it as that of not beefing with niggas. Like, I'm not beefing with no nigga that killed my man. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Nigga, come on, man. If the motherfucker's still mad at me about some shit, nigga, that's on you, man. Like I told you, my city was so small. My city is so small that My own cousin shot me, and I didn't even know this nigga was my family. He didn't know either. Almost killed me. So, I was gonna kill him too, but it was politics happening with that. That why that nigga he couldn't come back to Baltimore because I was gonna kill his ass, and he knew it. But that's like I said, like. But now, let's just say, right? Say I'll run into him or some shit like that. It ain't that big of a deal to me. I'm not tripping off that shit. That comes with the game, bro. You get what I mean? That's why I always tell niggas, if you ain't a street nigga, stop pretending that you are. You get caught up catching, nigga, you know how many times I was with my niggas with a lot of shit that I was involved in, and they what they was doing or whatever, or even the shit I was involved in. We could have been gone for the rest of our lives. But I would have never snitched on my niggas. Would have never did it. Still to this day, I wouldn't tell on my niggas. That shit is what it is. I was raised, nigga, it's a code. It's not even just a street code. It's just a moral code with that. Even though it's wrong, it's a moral code. Like, nigga, if I know, nigga, you snitched in the street, you couldn't hang around me even though I ain't in the street. Because, nigga, we know you're a tattletale. You run your mouth. You couldn't hang around me, nigga. We might be hanging one night, and I may fuck up one night, go fuck a chick or something. We cool. We get mad at each other. I said this shit before. We get mad at each other. Next thing you know, this nigga get mad at me. He get on Facebook, start telling my business or texting my wife or giving information of a chick that I fucked that night when we was all hanging. You get what I'm saying? If you're a fucking tattletale, you a snitch, nigga, you can't hang around me, man. And I ain't talking about no street shit. This is just moral shit. I don't want no snitch ass nigga. Like I said, if a nigga put me in a situation in a car and you don't let me know what's going on, then nah. Because if you my real man, you my real homie, you gonna let me know what's going on. You're not gonna put me in that situation because I wouldn't do it to you. If I got something, nigga, I'll tell you, like, yo, I got this in the car. You sure you want to roll? Like, come on, man. If they say I'm riding with somebody, I got the weed in there. Or the drink in there, I'm drinking or whatever. Nigga, if we both drinking and smoking weed, we both gonna take the charge. But if I'm the only one doing whatever I'm doing, I'm like, nah, he ain't got nothing to do with that. It's on me. That was on me. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's all mine. Like, I'm that type of nigga. I'm not that dude that niggas be sitting there. Like, I don't understand niggas that don't understand that. This ain't got listen, it ain't just street shit with that. It's a moral thing. I would never let my man or my homegirl go down for some shit that's mine. I would never let them do that. I wouldn't put them in, if I did put them in a situation and they ain't know about it. And just say we got caught and they know about it. If it's my shit, they ain't doing what, I'm taking that. That's just me. I'm Lord like that. Because I was built a certain way where I grew up under real niggas, real OG motherfuckers. Niggas I know right now, OG niggas that was triple OGs now. Them niggas in jail right now. I know niggas that took bodies for niggas. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I see some of my homies walking around now that did bodies. And I got OGs or niggas I know that's locked up and it ain't they bodies, but they took it. Because they wouldn't snitch. They could have told who did it. So I know real niggas like that. That's why I don't play those snitching games. That's why I always admit I did fuck shit to my community. I take full responsibility. I know that shit is wrong now. But at the time, I didn't. Not fully. I didn't comprehend it fully. I knew some of that shit was wrong. But when that's your lifestyle, you just don't know, bro. You don't know. Like, sometimes you get caught up in that shit. You don't know what's right and wrong sometimes. Because sometimes that shit, doing bad shit can feel good. Hurting people can feel good. And it sounds fucked up, but it just is what it is. That's why I always tell people it's hard to do good and it's easy to do bad. It was easy for me to do bad shit. Very easy. But the crazy shit about it, the reason I ain't do a lot of fuck shit that people probably would think I did, right, is because when I used to do shit, I used to get karma right away. Right? So whenever I did do some real fucked up shit and ain't no karma come back, I know it felt like I did the right thing. But when I used to do fucked up shit to people, karma hit me right back, bro. Something fucked up and bad happened to me right after that. That's why I really genuinely believe in karma. That's why I don't sit here and pretend like it's not no God. It's most likely probably a God, but I'm not a religious person. I'm not going to do the religious shit, but I believe it's a higher power. I just, I can't fuck with the religious shit because I know the history of it. So, nah. Yeah, man, listen, like a lot of my homies and shit, them niggas, I can't be around them niggas like that. I just can't, bro. Like it don't feel the same. Cause the bad part about it, cause we all not in the same place. Right? Like we're not morally on the same page. Right? It ain't got nothing to do with financially. It's just morally we not on the same page. And I always be real with y'all about this too. I always was the odd nigga out of my clique. Out of my niggas. I wasn't like them. And it's not like talk down or they just so bad and shit. Like, I just wasn't like them. I was just mad different. I was an oddball. I always tell people I wasn't even supposed to be in that street shit really like that. But, life happens a certain type of way and your circumstances change. And like I said, it's who you're around. Like, sometimes your environment can take over. Excuse me. You know how empower you can feel? How much power you can feel when you hang around real thorough dudes? Like, niggas, like, because I'm always been a loyal person, right? Because I never got that shit from, like, my family. I never felt like my family was ever loyal to me. Ever. But when I got with my niggas, the loyalty was just crazy. Like, I didn't have to, like, second guess if my niggas got my back. Like, I didn't have to do that. So, a lot of shit that a lot of times I got into, I morally probably wouldn't have done, or I probably wouldn't have got involved in. But them niggas, they was loyal to me. And I had no choice but to be loyal to them. Because I always look for motherfuckers to be loyal. I didn't get that from my family. I got that shit. I got love and loyalty really from my fucking friends, my homies. And the crazy shit about it, that's why I moved the way I moved to this day. Because of them. That's why I still love them to this day. I probably love them more than I love my own family like that. Like, seriously. I never felt that type of love before. And that type of loyalty and shit. So, I never be mad at my niggas like that. I just know that we can't hang because we just morally not on the same page. We can't be around each other. Like, it's not that I don't want to. It's just, we just not. We just don't see shit the same anymore. It's always loyalty, though. I'm always loyal to him. Always love him. That shit would never change. But it's just a moral level. I just can't be around that shit. And I always tell people when my daughter was born, it changed me. I just wasn't the same. I genuinely wasn't. I don't look at life the same. I had to stop hanging around people because of my daughter. Like, I genuinely changed because of her. Like, it changed the shit out of me. So, I don't even think a lot of times it's about them. It's about me. My daughter changed me. And I always promised myself, I said, if I ever had a kid, my only loyalty is to her. She's first. No one comes above that. That's something I created. So nobody gets to come in here and, even the niggas I fuck with and all that shit. No, you don't get to put me in a situation, nigga. I got to be there for her, nigga. And you got to understand, and it was how I grew up in my environment. I didn't have mother and father. I don't want my daughter not to have no mother, not to have no father. Like, I want her to feel love, nigga. Want it. I never felt those things. People can say they love you, bro, but actions show more. Like, if I tell a motherfucker I love you, do it really even mean anything if I ain't showing it to you? Like, seriously. So that's how I always feel. And I never want my daughter to grow up feeling alone. I used to always feel alone my whole entire life, bro. Seriously. I still, like, a part of me still feel alone. Even though I know I got certain people that love me and care about me, but they not in my brain. They not understanding what I'm going through in my head and the shit I've been through. And the pain I've been through. So I always feel alone. Even though I feel love sometimes, but I never or feel like I don't feel like people don't. It's not like people don't understand me. It's just I just feel alone. Always felt that way. Never got the love from my dad or my mom, and never felt like I was somebody, like I meant something. And so I always feel alone. And that came from not having the mother and the father. I'm just telling you that. So I never, listen, I always say this. I don't give a fuck who it is. Family, friends, foe, my wife, I love her to death. Nigga, nobody comes above my daughter. Nobody. Excuse me. I created that she would never, if I died dating her, she would never feel like I didn't love her when she get older. Seriously, fuck that shit. I stopped going places because I just feel like, nigga, I'm not gonna go out and some stupid shit happen and I can't come back to my daughter. Nigga, she need to see me in the morning. Like, that's how I move. That's why I don't even go a lot of places like that, nigga. She need me. Because I know I needed my mom and my dad, and they never was there. Ever. Ever. And the bad part about it, that shit still hurts. That shit still hurt. And then the bad part about it, like, my dad, he doing good, everything fine. I'm not mad at him like that, but it hurts. He still don't come around. Like, nigga, like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, but but like I said, and you gotta understand, I'm the oldest too. So it just feel a little different for me. But it is what it is. That's why I always say, anything my daughter want, I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get it, and if I can get it, I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? I will not have to give her. Like, you know what I mean? Like my daughter was like, it's gonna cost me some money and shit, right? But it's gonna cost me some money. But she was like, oh, Daddy, I want you to take me to school first day. I was like, you know, Daddy worked. Like, I gotta get that money, gotta get that paper. I'm like, all right, I got you. That's what she want. I get that. And listen, that ain't even about money. That's about she want me to come to time to spend. Motherfuckers don't be understanding that. Nobody no fucking money. They ain't even about money with her. Nigga, all school clothes shit, all school shit, she already got it like a month ago. We already paid for all that already. Like, she good. Clothes, whatever. She got that. Shoes, sneakers. She got all that shit. She fine. She want me to come be there. That's what means that much to her. All that clothes shit I bought her, she don't give a fuck about that shit. My daughter genuinely don't, because we didn't raise her that way. So she really don't genuinely give a fuck about a lot of that shit that people care, like a lot of these kids care about. She not raised that way. Now, mind you, my daughter got every motherfucking thing. Every technology shit, anything. She got 2 phones, tablet, computer. She got her own computer. She got, own Xbox. She got all that shit. She don't even play that shit. That shit collect dust. Like she got every fucking thing. You know what I mean? We gotta keep buying her clothes and shit because she keep growing out that shit and shoes and shit. That's just like the shit that we really gotta pay for a lot. All that other shit, man, that shit is whatever. But yeah, she don't want for nothing. Financially, my daughter don't want for shit. But she just want the time. That's all that is. And I fucking respect my daughter for that. Because I wish I had. I wish I could have got that from my parents. But it is what it is. But she got it. And I respect it.
Left channel, right channel.
But motherfuckers gotta understand that, man. Stop giving a fuck about materialistic shit. You ain't got. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be wanting a lot of shit financially. I mean, materialistic. If I can't afford it, I can't afford it. Or shit will wait. Like right now, like if I really genuinely wanted to, I can go. Like this truck, I want to get a new truck. My wife got a new car, or whatever. I want to get me a truck. I'm gonna wait because this is about her. You know, she want her shit, and I got her back. Like I'm always that motherfucker, man. I'd rather sacrifice. I'm picking up extra days and shit to help her out, but not help her out, but do a little bit more financially to help her out with some shit. So she won't feel like this shit, whatever. So, but yeah, man. And believe it or not, the car shit is really fine, is really materialistic shit. But for me, it's something that she wanted. So, I got you. Listen, don't get me wrong, I was pissed at first. Ain't gonna lie to you, I was pissed. Nigga. Because, one thing about me, I told y'all, man, I'm 44, bro. I told y'all about 50. I'm not going to be out this motherfucker working, bro. Like, I'm retiring. I say that the most I'll probably work, I'll put it this way, I ain't going to say 50. Probably the most, I got about a good 9 years left, God willing. About 55, I'm done. I'm not working no more. Because you understand I had my daughter late and shit like that. So, financially and shit, you gotta think about that shit. And I know some shit coming up because she getting older. So, you know, I got to buy cars, and I got nieces and nephews and godkids and shit. So, you know, I was thinking about that shit. I was like, damn, they getting older. You know, like, damn. Like, it was crazy. Like, my youngest goddaughter and shit, she working and shit. I'm like, damn. I know I'm old now, nigga. My goddaughter, you know, my youngest god kid. She my youngest god kid. Actually, no, she's not my youngest. Is she my second youngest? Yeah, she my second youngest. She my second youngest god kid. And she working. I was like, damn, I know I'm getting old, nigga. I look out for her when she, you know, but I like that she independent though. You know what I mean? I told you, get in the bind. You know, you only call me when you're in the bind. Don't call me because you think you it's easy to call me to get some shit. I don't play that shit with my god kids and shit, or my nieces, or my nephews. I don't play that shit. Nigga, you need that. They need that struggle because they don't grow up. They're not these young motherfuckers. They ain't grow up like we grew up. So, or grew up the way I grew up. So they need that struggle. They gotta know how I feel to like, hey, I can't go out and hang out with motherfuckers that I save this money because I go to fucking work. I pay this bill. You know what I mean? They need that. I always tell them, I'm your safety net when I want to give you something, give you a couple of hours, or you genuinely need that shit. But no, not if you out this motherfucker like, oh, I can call for my uncle and shit like that and get some money from him because, you know, I want to go do this. And if I go do this, I ain't gonna have no money to do that. No. I'm hard on my girl. I'm hard on my god kids. I'm hard on my nieces and nephews. Yo, fuck that. Y'all gotta do that shit. I mean, y'all gotta learn some struggle. Y'all ain't. And the crazy shit about it, when they're young, they don't feel that struggle because I take care of them, and their parents kind of take care of them. Yo, but when they get adults and shit, that's when that shit start really getting real to them. And then they start really understanding that shit. Because I told them, I said, oh, y'all got only about a good motherfucking, they only got what I'm 44? About a good 9 years left. I got about a good 9 years left. Maybe another decade. That's about it. Another decade, yo. I'm retiring, nigga. I'm done. I'm planning for my shit, nigga. Nigga, I want to be sitting. When I get my new house or whatever and shit, I want to be sitting on the back porch, chilling, grilling, drinking my beer, smoking my cigars, going live with y'all and shit like that, whatever the future may hold. But I'm not trying to be working for no motherfucking body, man. Or working, period. I want to retire. That's why I'm my 401ks, all that shit. I got all that shit stacked on deck. So, yeah, man. People gotta think about the future instead of just thinking in the moment of shit. Excuse me. People just think in the moment a lot of times. Think about your fucking future. Think about how long you want to be actually really working and not fucking 9 to 5. Like I tell young folks and shit a lot of times, the biggest mistake I made, like working in the workforce, right, was it helped me because I know how to do a lot of shit, but what hurt me was I should have just stuck with one job and just stayed with that one fucking job. right? Like I say the most jobs that you should have, excuse me, as times change, right? But but what don't change is labor, right? The labor shit never changes because they think AI get ready to come in. Listen, it's gonna do some shit, but people still gonna have to gotta be there, right? So you just put yourself in positions. That's why I said I told everybody, I say the driving shit, everybody gonna be driving now, right? Like working in the warehouses, maybe for about another 25 years, maybe 30. And then that AI shit gonna really kick in. That manufacturing shit, that shit gonna really kick in for that. But the driving shit, that shit would never go away no time soon. You probably got about 50 years for that. Because even like they having problems with they don't see nobody in the cars delivering shit. Like, all right, is the robots gonna get the fuck out the car and take the shit to these people? Drop that shit up? No, that shit is not like y'all think it's gonna be. Listen, I was in computers, I was in the technology like that back in the day in the 90s. I'm telling y'all, this shit is not as headed as this technology shit is not as far as ahead of motherfuckers think it is. It's not. You still need human beings to do certain shit. We don't even know in the next 10-15 years how shit gonna be. We just really don't, because we got Trump in office. He's fucking shit up. So, he's fucking the technology shit up. They want to go backwards. So we don't know how right now we fucked up a little bit. We don't even know how big this technology shit can really genuinely get, because it, like, you ever seen the Jetsons, nigga? I'm telling you, that's where the world is going to be soon. Like, and it might not be in my lifetime or some of y'all lifetime, but it might be maybe probably 100 years from now. We probably be living. The motherfuckers be Jetsons. They be in the Jetson shit about 100 years from now. Yeah. But this is my conspiracy, right? I believe it's some aliens. I genuinely believe that shit. I believe they gonna fuck the world up so bad with all the fumes and shit that we ain't gonna have no choice but to live in fucking space. Because they fucking the environment up. So just go back and look at the Jetsons. And you'll see what I'm saying. You be like, oh, Kenny ain't too far off. It's a conspiracy. I'm saying it's a conspiracy because I'm not 100%. Like, I ain't even 50%. But I'm just telling you, I watch them Jetsons and shit like that, and then I watch how technology grown from when I used to watch the Jetsons to now. We got about another 100 years for shit to go left, because there's shit that we don't even know about technology. But let's move on.
What's the name of that song? Dixieland?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm in a ball of confusion, like the Temptations, that this is a surprise to you in 2025, that not all white folks at all, but you're seeing the racism in white conservatives, yet everybody was telling you, because I spoke to you during the campaign, that this was not going to end well. With all due respect, Jasper, how could you be so delusional?
I don't know, Craig. Hey, I was delusional, but I'm not apologetic for my vote for Trump. Not at all. I still support.
You're delusional.
Thank you. He just said it, and you still delusional. You don't regret that you voted for Trump, but you just saying the white conservative Trump supporters show racism towards you, but you don't regret it. You can't help these people. They gone, people. They out. Excuse me. They gone. They out there. They out there, people. So move on.
But not apologetic. You say it again, last part?
I said I voted for Trump, so I'm not apologetic of everything he does. But I will say that, yeah, maybe I was delusional about, the racism. It just seems like everybody were hiding their ugly heads, and then once Trump got back in the office, it's like, okay, yeah, he's back. Let me come out with my full racism, my full.
Oh, brother, the full.
I mean, stop. They've been racist. And I think that's Clay get ready to get to. Like, nigga, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? He ain't my brother. I'm saying, what the fuck is he talking about? They've been racist. You talking about this time around, they just coming out? No, they've been telling you what they wanted to do. Anytime, even before Trump got elected, every time a black person or minority person or woman was in power, they was calling them DEI hires. That shit is racist to me. I don't know what universe you living in, nigga. You telling me Vice President Harris, and she is more qualified than, just her being the vice president, is probably more qualified than any other president. But she a DEI hire. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. We'll talk. Yeah, Justice was the shit. Shout out to Bro Bill. Justice was the shit, man. You go watch that shit. Listen, one thing about me, you know the crazy shit about it? I actually go like on like this, damn, what I call that shit? I go like on this thing where like it's a word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now, but like shows and shit that I used to watch, a binge. I go on to like this binge watching shit. I go to watch shows back in the day. I just watch them. Like my next 2 shows, believe it or not, that I'm going to start watching, going like a binge and shit, is probably the Jetsons and the Thundercats. They was my first. They top 5 of cartoons I used to watch back in the day. But yeah, man, just like shit, I come from that era. You talking about the Jetsons? I think that shit was like in the 80s. So I grew up on that shit. So Thundercats, all that shit in the 80s and shit. So yeah.
Racism was on full blast during the campaign. It was high octane. You didn't see that during the campaign, Jasper? You didn't see that racism? You didn't see him questioning Kamala Harris's blackness, the birther movement, brother, around Obama? I mean, the Central Park 5 comments, you didn't see any of that.
Great, I'm talking about people coming out with the full N-word. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like tiptoeing.
First of all, bro, if a mother, because he's saying, I'm not talking about the motherfuckers tiptoeing. The birtherism is racist. That's not tiptoeing it. Listen, let me explain something to the stupid black person, any of you suck ass, coon ass niggas. If a motherfucker is tiptoeing around racism, right? Like he's trying to call it, right? I'll call it in the closet racism. Right? Well, you don't know if a motherfucker really fully is a bigot. I mean, fully is a racist. You want to call him a bigot. If a motherfucker is fucking around in that bigotry shit all the time, stereotyping and saying little slide shit, if you can't pick if they're doing that, then nigga, they're racist. They're just waiting for the opportunity just to say fuck it. And then he said, well, no, they just being blatant now. Yes. They were tiptoeing around it, but they've been that. When they was tiptoeing around it, now they coming out and they feel full-blooded doing it. So they already was that. Why you needed them to be full-blooded racist coming out saying it and just ignore the racist shit that they were saying already, which I would call in the closet racism. Why would you wait around till them saying to be fully racist? That mean, like I said, he's slow or he's stupid. But like I said, it's a third part of that too. It's a third thing. It wasn't happening to him. And I believe that's what it really is. I don't think he's slow. I don't think he's fully stupid. I think he's somewhat stupid. I don't think he's fully slow, but he's slow because he finally gets it now. But I don't believe none of that. What that is, I think it's the third thing. This motherfucker, it wasn't happening to him, so he didn't care. And now it's happening to him, and the motherfuckers that he thought that was kind of be a little bigoted, a little racist, now they fully coming out being racist. It was always being racist, bro. You was just too stupid or slow, or you just intentionally trying to ignore it. That's why I said it's the third thing. You can ignore some of that little racist bullshit until it start really fully affecting you. And that's what's happening to him. But anyway, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, people, I'm back. Let's finish this off. This nigga, I can't believe this shit. And you know the bad part? This is why I'll never feel sorry for sellouts. Because of their response to shit. Oh, I don't regret voting for Trump and all that other shit. They make excuses of why they did what they did, but then they want to complain and be mad at Trump because they don't like certain things he did. Or try to pretend I didn't know this was there. You did, bro. You did. And that's why I'll never feel sorry for him, because I know what he's saying about, it's almost like he's saying, I didn't know that they was racist. Like bullshit, bro. It didn't affect you at the times. You was okay when that shit was happening to your people that looked like you because it wasn't happening to you. They accepted you because they played your goofy ass. But anyway, let's move on.
With it here and there. I'm talking about people pull out you an N-word, this, N-word, that. I haven't seen...
Jasper, you know, brother, one thing we have to realize is that this is a mistake that we make, that we think racism is or is not because of the N-word. They could be calling you the...
And let me say that, because he's right. And I'm gonna let Clay break that down too. But I want to say this to some of you Black folks. This is remember I told you, real Black people, we can feel the bigotry and the racism from some of these white folks. Right? But even what he is saying, this is why I said he's full of shit. He's saying they gotta call me a nigga. What? No, you knew some racism there, bro. You just wanted them to call you a nigga so it could feel a certain type of way, like, oh, this is racist. Nah, bro, that's not how racism works. Or systemic, I put it this way, systemic racism works. That's not how that works. Nigga, they build up. They can use policies that's racist. Like what you on, bro? What the fuck is you on? Nobody gotta call you a fucking nigga for you to, or nigger to you, so you feel their racism. What's wrong with you? And you have that so much of self-esteem about yourself. Let's move on.
N-word without saying the N-word, brother. So that said, you realize you're delusional, but you are unapologetic for your vote. If you could go back in time, which you can't, would you vote for Kamala Harris, or you still wouldn't?
No, I would have never voted for Kamala Harris. Never.
Why? Because she's.
So what we talking about then? Why you even call into the show that show? Shout out to Clay Kane show. But this is thing. Well, why are you calling in complaining? Like, dude, listen. Listen. Clay better than me. I said, man, look, well, get your bitch ass out of here then. Because what are you complaining to me about? About the racism from the right and Trump supporters. What are you complaining to me about? What are you calling in my show about? The shit you talking about, we already know. And you damn near saying you're still okay with it. You're just mad that it's happening to you. We knew this shit already. So, listen, like I said, I told y'all, I don't even know how I feel about this. I don't even know if I'm supposed to feel angry or sad or confused or shocking or shocked about it. Because it's like, dude, well, why the fuck are you even talking about it? So you still okay with the racism and the bigotry? Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back.
If you could go back in time, which you can't, would you vote for Kamala Harris, or you still wouldn't?
No, I would have never voted for Kamala Harris. Never.
Why? Because she's a woman?
Not even. No, crazy that she's a woman. No, I'm not saying that. But
you realize you were delusional and you're seeing all the racism. So if you could go back in time, you just conceded a lot in this conversation. You still wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. You would still vote for Donald Trump.
If you or a loved one experienced inappropriate behavior by staff while incarcerated at a Maryland...
Vote for Donald Trump.
Clay, my thing is, what was she going to do different than Biden?
What was Kamala Harris going to do different than Biden?
Oh, and that wouldn't have been bad. If she just did what Biden did, that wouldn't have been bad.
Well, there's that too, considering that we were being pulled out of the horror of COVID. Considering that she had an opportunity agenda for black men, you're a black man.
First of all, let me just say this. This shit is starting to get annoying to me. I don't give a fuck. What Vice President Harris would have did different from Biden, you wouldn't have felt the racism. How about that? Oh, no, I'm sorry. You probably still would have. Because your dumb ass was still trying to be cool with the right. Let me ask these people this shit. Let me ask people this. This stupid motherfucker is annoying me. Because he's stupid. You think Biden would have the shit that he was complaining about? He said, the first shit he said, I don't like how Trump is going in people's houses and snatching people out their houses. You think Biden would have did that? You think Vice President Harris would have did that if she was the president? No. That's a no, motherfucker. One of the issues you got with Trump. Then the second thing you had a problem with, racism. She's black. Well, I can't say that because we listen to your coon ass. So being black don't really mean nothing to some of you black Negroes. You think that she would have targeted black people the way Trump is doing? You think the party, the Democrat Party, you think that they target black people to be racist to black people or other minority groups? You really think that? Listen, I'm not a Democrat, but I'll tell you one goddamn thing. Now, maybe they try to play other minorities and black people to vote for them, but I'll never say that the fucking party is racist. Yes, is it some people in the party maybe a little bigot? Yes, but I guarantee you if they came out, motherfuckers would have been like, hey man, get them the fuck up out of there. I seen it happen in the Democrat Party. So what the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, like I said, we dealing with slow people. We amongst the slow and stupid. They slow. Now I want to hear, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I want to hear his reasoning. Still, he wouldn't vote for Vice President Harris, even though all the shit that he just bitches complained about that she wouldn't do, or Biden. But I want to listen to it.
Do different than Biden?
Oh, and that wouldn't have been bad. If she just did what Biden did, that wouldn't have been bad.
Right. There's that too. Considering that we were being pulled out of the horror of COVID, considering that she had an opportunity agenda for black men, you're a black man. There's a lot that would have been different. Final comment. Go ahead.
Final comment is Clay. I'm a conservative, but I'm learning every day by listening to you. And you pulling at some of my inner strings on who I am as a person and how I vote. So
what you say you're a conservative? Like what are you trying to conserve? Yeah, I understand, Jasper. You said you're a conservative. What are you trying to conserve?
Correct.
What are you trying to conserve?
I want to keep my guns. I want to keep my AR. I want to keep my.
And Kamala Harris literally said, if someone comes to my house, I'm going to shoot him. She says she's a gun owner. Yeah. So check this out. Your guns aren't going anywhere. Your guns are good. Your guns are protected. There's no.
And let me say this: they always bring up AR-15s. The fuck you need an AR-15 for? Listen, people, I got plenty of guns. I own plenty of guns. I don't have a fucking AR-15. And I could buy one. It ain't like I can't afford one or I can't buy one or what the fuck do I need an AR-15 for? Motherfucker, then you hear stupid black folk. Well, we want to hunt. Hunt what? If you shoot an animal with an AR-15, never mind. Let's move on. But like I said, I own guns. I don't need no fucking AR-15. For what? Unless I want to kill masses of a people. I want to kill a whole bunch of fucking people or something. Nigga, listen, if I want to shoot a couple of motherfuckers, nigga, all I gotta do is get me a motherfucking shotgun and a couple of pistols. And I can tear a couple of motherfuckers up. I can go in a mass shooting on any of those things. Right? People say, well, Kenny can't prove my point. No. They're not using those guns to go on mass shootings. They're going on mass shootings to have extra clips to just keep shooting. Children is getting these guns. And let me put this out there as well. People say, well, Kenny kind of saying the same thing. You know, you can use a pump and handguns. Listen, let me say this. If any kid is under, I don't think kids should even be able to vote until they fucking 21. My honest opinion. I don't think kids should even be able to serve in the military until they're 21. I don't think kids should be able to own any guns at 21 or go in the military at 21 or vote. You talking about 18-year-olds that motherfuckers just fresh out of high school, they ain't got no experience of nothing in life. The fuck out of here, bro. I'm starting to think that some of you fucking kids don't even need to have driver's license until you're 21. My honest opinion. The fuck are we talking about? And like I said, any kid under the age of 18 going to mass shooting and they got the guns from their family members or their parents should go to jail. The fuck out of here. My daughter can't get in my motherfucking safe. She don't know the code. She don't know nothing. She won't ever know it. And you know why? Until she on her own shit. And until she can go and pay for that motherfucker and be first of all, be old enough and pay for her own guns. She can't get that motherfucker. She can't know my code. She can't touch my guns. Oh, we like to hunt. We like teach our kids like how to hunt. Okay, cool. That's fine. But they still can't get in my motherfucking code. They still can't get that shit out of my safe. So yeah, if your kid can get that gun, if they 18, and let me just say this too. Who the fuck is buying their kid a gun? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying you no gun. Motherfucker, I'd rather buy you the apartment to get the fuck out my house before I buy you a gun for your birthday. Who the fuck does that? Oh, weird ass motherfuckers that's just cool with guns. Like, you gotta be a violent motherfucker to be okay with that shit. Who the fuck? Listen, I grew up around violence. I would never buy my daughter a gun. Nigga, I wouldn't. Listen, even if my daughter was 18, I still wouldn't buy her no gun. The fuck wrong with you? Common sense is common sense. Not buying my fucking daughter no fucking gun. You out your damn mind. A bunch of stupid motherfuckers sitting out here, and then they wonder why these motherfucking young folks go on, some of these young folks go on killing sprees because you helped it. The parents are stupid. A lot of the parents are stupid. Oh, fuck, I look like I'm gonna buy you a gun for your birthday. No. Nigga, I'm still debating to buy you a car. The fuck I look like buying you a gun? Man, please, man. Guns kill people. They always try to say, people kill people. Partly true. But if I can get access to a gun, don't matter if I'm old enough or not. If I can get to the gun, I can kill people. So guns kill motherfuckers too. Listen, people, I don't clean my guns. I don't touch my guns. I don't. My wife does that shit. That's her thing. Like, I don't fuck with that shit. I grew up around gun violence. So I don't fuck with shit that people fuck with. And like I said, it's a difference when you just hunt. You don't see the violence. And I don't know why you don't see the violence of killing the animal. Like, I could never work. Like, I always tell you, I could never work in, like, that type of shit of killing animals and shit like that. Yo, imagine something that's alive and you kill it. It's no different than a human being sometimes. If you're doing it personally. I know we all eat shit. I get that. But I'm just telling y'all, there's no difference. And if a motherfucker don't, listen, I'm telling you, if a motherfucker don't really feel a certain type of way about killing animals, something wrong with you. Like I said, if I got to kill animals to survive or some shit like that, I got to do it on my own, then nigga, I'm a savage at that point. Seriously. If you don't, listen, it's one thing of doing that shit to survive. It's another thing of doing that shit because that's your environment of killing people and shit like that. I get that in a way, right? But if you just a motherfucker that just get a kick out of doing that shit, it's a hobby for you to kill shit, nah. You're a psychopath. You're a borderline psychopath, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But anyway, let's move on.
Obama didn't want to end guns. None of that. None of that. Your guns are good. So what are you trying to conserve? You got your guns. Your guns are more valuable than the lives of children in Uvalde, Texas. Your guns are good. What else are you trying to conserve? Because Democrats are not going to take your guns away. When you say conservative, because I want to progress. I don't want to conserve. And I want to also point out to you, brother, I know we're talking for a minute, but this is really important. You know, the conservative movement for a very long time has always been anti-civil rights, anti-human rights. During slavery, pro-slavery leaders and intellectuals, they used the actual words conservative and conservatism to describe slavery and Southern social order. I mean, I can look up James Henry Hammond, a South Carolina senator. He talked about the conservative.
You know, the bad part about it is that this brother is talking about this shit and asking him to look up this shit. The problem is he shouldn't have to look up some of the shit that he's saying. He should know better. That's the bad part about it. Now, it's almost like, I get it. Somehow black people, we got to educate them. But when you are cooning, I'm not trying to educate you. You're a sellout. I don't give a fuck about what you think no more because you're just stupid. And I wish you wasn't stupid, but you stupid. I gotta educate you on some shit you supposed to already know. Or you should, before you even, I'll put it this way, before you even speak to me, or want to have a conversation with me, nigga, you better know some shit and not know lies. But he don't know shit. And Clay is sitting there trying to educate him. Educate him for what? This shit is a waste of time to me. Let's move on.
The element, slavery, is essential to society. 1856, the Richmond Enquirer newspaper said slavery is the chief cornerstone of the conservative principle. Even go to the 1960s. Look up William Buckley and Barry Goldwater. I want you to know that conservatism has always been pushing back against civil rights, especially for people like you and I. So if you're going to align yourself with conservatism, you've got to know the history of it. Frederick Douglass was not a conservative. Ida B. Wells, not a conservative. Blanche Bruce, not a conservative. I want to always progress. I want to be able to move forward.
Some might just see a car. I see the care poured into every engine. Tuners take care of what they love.
I want to always progress.
Hold up, and let me say this too, because motherfuckers be thinking this shit about Martin Luther King. He wasn't a conservative. He wasn't. I know they like the right wing like to throw him up in there. That's their way of trying to play like they're not racist. Martin Luther King wasn't a fucking conservative. Let me put you on game. If Martin Luther King was alive right now, 2025, he would not be fucking with conservatives. Do you understand that back in those days, he was more of a religious person, but he was a progressive Republican. Okay? The Republicans was somewhat good back in the day. They all wasn't good, but I'm just saying he was somewhat good. And listen, let me tell y'all something like this too. Just because Martin Luther King was religious doesn't mean he was a right-winger. Doesn't mean he was a Democrat. He was fighting against both sides. So he wasn't even a conservative. He wasn't even a liberal. Because both sides was racist. Stop listening to right-wing nut jobs. Or even Democrats. Because, yeah, he probably was side with Democrats now, but he wasn't a Democrat. He wasn't a right-winger. He was a progressive. They would have probably called Martin Luther King a socialist in the form that we are in now. They would call him a socialist. And on both sides of the party. Understand that. So listen, they wasn't never on Martin Luther King level. Even though I had some of my issues with what Martin Luther King was doing, but he wasn't a Democrat or a Republican. He wasn't a conservative. He wasn't a liberal. He was none of those things. He was never in any one of them. If you wanted to be real about it, he most likely was an independent. He most likely was a fucking what they would consider a progressive. Like he was not a Democrat or fucking Republican. He was never those things. Martin Luther King, he was very religious, right? But he cared about people having rights, no matter what color skin they were, what their sexuality was. He didn't care about that shit. He wanted all human beings to get treated equally. Now you can look at the left and say, oh, well, that kind of line up with what he was kind of doing. And then the stupid right will say, oh, well, he was very religious. No. You got pastors right now that say, we don't care about gay people shit. That's on their own, you know? I mean, not they on their own, but that's what they do. And we ain't got no problem. Who us to judge? We ain't God. So that's why I said you can't put Malcolm X in that box. I mean, Martin Luther King in that box of like he was a liberal or he was a Democrat. I mean, he was a Republican or a Democrat. He wasn't. He wasn't neither one of those. Mind you, understand he was fighting for us to have rights. So how the fuck was he a Republican or how he was a Democrat? He was never those things. Both sides had a problem with him. Go read your history. They didn't like Martin Luther. The left didn't. The Democrats didn't like. Listen, man. Ronald Reagan. I mean, not Ronald Reagan, but Jeff Kennedy did not like Martin Luther King like that, nigga. Just trying to tell y'all. Y'all motherfuckers is tripping. Well, let's move on.
I want to be able to move forward. There's nothing from the 1950s or 1970s that I want to conserve. I want to progress outside of Democrat or Republican, because black people, black Republicans, the original black Republicans, Jasper, they were the first progressives. They were the first radicals. They were the first liberators. They led this country into emancipation. They led this country into an economic infrastructure that would help black folks and poor white folks. Conservatism has never been a friend of black people.
Right. And I think he's saying the same thing that I'm saying. In a way, right? Either ideology was not for black folks. It's just one side at certain periods of time. And if you know history, certain parts of the right wing, you can say, right, that they like to stand on, right? They look at Abraham Lincoln. Like, Abraham Lincoln still was a fucking slave owner. He still was a racist. He grew out of it, I guess, whatever, but he still owned slaves. Like, and Abraham Lincoln still did not give black people what they was owed. They wound up assassinating him, though. They assassinated Abraham Lincoln. So it was possible that he could have did it. But he waited too long. He should have did that shit once the fucking war was over. The Civil War was over, but he didn't do it. But like I told you, it's politics too, so it takes time. Right? And at that time, the country was fucked. At that time, because you had it was segregated. You had certain parts of the country fighting against the South. So shit was real fucked up. But understand, at that time, black people was only asking for not to be slaves. Right? We was promised 40 acres in the mule, but that's what Abraham wanted to do. But really, the only thing that the South was, that, you know, they came down to the table, it was like, oh, we're not going to own slaves. But they still wound up doing it. They still, in the South, in certain parts of the South, slavery was still happening. That's why 4th of July is always bullshit. Because they didn't ever, listen, even the slave owners down in the South never told a lot of people in the South, especially in Texas, they didn't tell a lot of the black people that they was still slaves. I mean, they wasn't slaves no more. Like, just do your history on a lot of this shit. This shit ain't that complicated either. The racist white people like to make it complicated, but it's not. Understand that. Understand, if black people were so free, right? Why did Jim Crow happen? Mind you, it was still both sides doing it. We still didn't have no rights. They both sides still wouldn't trying to allow us to have rights. And there's so much other shit that goes with that, right? But, and so many other people, but just think about that shit. Just think about it. We supposed to have been so free. Why did Jim Crow happen? Why did Redline happen? Like, why did a lot of this shit happen? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Why did that happen? We was outside of slavery at that time, right? We weren't slaves no more. How did the American government continue to oppress us? You thought it was just one side? No, it was both sides, Democrats and Republicans. That's why I told you, it's like when you talk about parties, it's about ideology. What a party ideology stands for now. Because back in the day, even though Lincoln was changing his mind about some shit, and he wanted to probably do some shit, but he was still, at the same time, he promised black people 40 acres in the middle. That's why we even talk about it till to this day. But he didn't do it. Because he had to make that deal with the racists in the South. Did he really intentionally he wanted to give us 40 acres in the middle? No. He wasn't doing that. He wanted to stop that war. He had to bargain with the South, the Confederates. He had to bargain with them. Yeah, I'm gonna lie to the black people, you know. That's what he did. Listen, my black folks, we ain't making this shit up. It's documented. Go look back at Lincoln. He promised that to black people. You think we just like, oh, they were supposed to give us reparations back then? We weren't even calling it reparations back then. Go Google. Listen, go educate yourselves. Like, real talk, my people. Lincoln wasn't a good dude like y'all think he was. And then, mind you, do y'all understand when the Civil War happened, it was just white people battling? Do y'all know that? It was just white folks battling. Supposed to be good, right? You know what happened? They needed black people. That's how Lincoln won the war. So how so-called America won the war? Because black people, Lincoln had to get black people involved to fight. They was losing the war. They was losing the Civil War. They was losing it. We need the black people to get involved. And we get involved, and then all of a sudden they win the fucking war. Are you fucking kidding me? black folks, do your history, man. Lincoln's, all the white people that said they was gonna fight for us, they did it. They also like, but they couldn't win the war without black folks. They called on black people. That's how America won the war against the fucking Confederates, because black people got involved. Because of Lincoln, he was like, "We need black people. We need y'all." That's how that happened. Look in the fuck. Just research this shit. It's not hard. Like, come on, man. We've been in every war, nigga. We done saved them. Even when it happened to the Jewish people over there in Germany, they won the war because black people started getting involved. Are y'all crazy, man? Have some fucking, some of you cool niggas, have some self-respect about yourselves as your culture, as your people, as being black. They don't win wars without us. You know why we didn't win? We didn't take over Iran and all that other shit that we did with George Bush. You know why we didn't take over? Because some of you niggas didn't say that shit was wrong. You just signed up and you rolled over there and you did that shit. And you forgot about your history about Muhammad Ali. I'm not going over there fighting no white man's war. And a lot of you black niggas should have did that. When it came to Iran and all that shit. Nigga, the problem is you ain't know the history. Muhammad Ali knew his history. He knew what the fuck was going on. And that's why he said, oh, nigga, I'm not going over there. And that's why a lot of black people, that you know that Muhammad Ali helped change the draft. Do you know that? They stopped that draft partly because of Muhammad Ali. A big part of it. See, know your histories, nigga. Some of you black folks know your history. That's why you niggas can't get drafted no more. His mama said, nigga, I'll stay in jail. He went to jail. Okay, niggas? So all you boxers, you're talking about, oh, I was a better fighter, or you niggas on YouTube, oh, Muhammad Ali, I'm going to call him Clay. You, nigga, stop disrespecting Muhammad Ali. He's bigger than just boxing, nigga. He's an icon. He changed how you niggas and some of you minorities don't have to go to war no more for this dumbass fucked up country. That's what Muhammad Ali did. So call him Muhammad Ali. I heard that nigga Southpaw talking about, oh, whoa, Floyd Mayweather is bigger than him. Oh, listen, as a boxer, maybe. But overall, no. That's why Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Nigga, you ain't gonna just excuse history because you want some fuck shit, you want to get views, bitch ass nigga. I stand on that shit with that nigga Southpaw. And I like a lot of his content, but you ain't gonna do that. You gonna disrespect Muhammad Ali like that, nigga. Your ass ain't going, your ass ain't getting drafted, and you ain't black. But they would draft your motherfucking ass just like they draft our black asses to the draft. And that's what Trump want to bring back too. Because see, his stupid ass want to go to war. Try to show how strong America is. But go ahead. I guarantee you try to draft me and see what happens. I won't go. I won't ever serve for this country. And you know why? Because of Muhammad Ali. Because I know the history. You motherfuckers playing. Some of you black Negroes, you playing. Go serve for this dumbass country that don't give a shit about you. How the fuck I go serve for a country when you tell me that the first woman vice president that's black, she ain't black enough, And she black enough, she a minority, but she ain't qualified. When we know she more qualified. And man, get the fuck out of here. I never served for this country. You stupid as shit. I tell you, racist pieces of shit, you so-called patriots, I'm fighting for black people right here. We at war right now. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not going to fight no Iran, no Pakistan, no motherfucker like that. And if they hate America, it's a reason why. Because you know why? Because I know the history. So, fuck that shit. As a matter of fact, get them Africans. Get them, matter of fact, them South Africans, motherfuckers, them white South Africans, get them to go get in the war. How about that shit? Do what Putin did. The motherfucking white dude that left Texas and went over there to Russia, thought it was better over there. But you're a Trump supporter, but you go over to Russia. Stupid. But you know what? Go take your ass over there. He took his ass over there. Now his ass is in war. Now his family crying and shit. They want a citizenship in Russia. Well, bitch, you're over there now. Nobody feels sorry for you, bitch. Give me a second, y'all. And I'm going to close this shit out right here. All right, people, I'm back. I take the damn trash out too. Trash day tomorrow. Yeah, man. And don't let them people fool y'all, man. If you do your history, you won't fall for a lot of this dumb shit that these motherfuckers talk about. Nigga, listen, let me say this to all conservative and Trump supporters. Nigga, you not my friend. You don't even know what conservative is. You motherfuckers go to church every motherfucking, what you think you go to church and you serving somebody. You don't even know who God is. So I don't give a fuck about none of y'all like that. I genuinely don't. You're a fucking liar. You don't even know what your shit is about. A lot of y'all. Y'all don't even know. Who the fuck are y'all to treat people any type of fucking way? The fuck out of here. They treat people badly. Because they different. But somehow, some way, they get upset when you speak about their religion. We anti-Semitic. Well, fuck it. If I'm anti-Semitic, bitch, then you racist. So we straight. We good. I'm anti-Semitic and you racist. So who right or wrong? I don't give a fuck. That goes to Israel, all that shit. Some of you Jewish people, y'all want to play that game? Fuck y'all. You call me whatever, anti-Semitic. Call me whatever you want to call me. I didn't say all Jewish people are racist. I said motherfuckers that support Israel on this fuck shit that they doing, you racist? The fuck out of here. That's like I said, I was always against motherfucking George Bush doing what he did over there in Pakistan, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, man, fuck all that, man. We was over there killing innocent people. Fuck George Bush. Now stand on that shit. He ain't no friend of mine, nigga. The fuck out of here. That motherfucker here racist too. The fuck out of here. I don't got no love for George Bush. He killed innocent people, nigga. He's a war criminal. I ain't never giving him no pass. Fuck out of here. Talking about old Barack. Old Barack did the same thing. Well, hey, if you want to say that about Barack, we say that about Barack then. You think I care? I'm not giving none of them motherfuckers passes. They over there fucking shit up. The fuck out of here, bro. And like I said, if you throw a nigga in the midst of some shit, how they supposed to end it? The racist white motherfucker, George Bush, did what he did, and you throw the nigga in there and you think he supposed to clean it up. And that's all you think black people supposed to do. Help you racist motherfuckers out all the time. You want to call Barack Obama a war criminal? Go ahead. It don't matter that we call the rest of them war criminals too. All your conservative buddies. The fuck are you talking about, man? I ain't never letting that shit go. I'm sorry, people. I'm never letting that go. These motherfuckers, they sit here all the time. I swear to you, they sit here and act like America is great. Ain't nothing great about America, nigga. We war criminals. We, listen, as taxpayer payers, we war criminals. We all a part of that dumb shit. Now, we not directly want to put our money there, but we all pay our taxes. We all complicit in it in somehow, some way. Even what's happening in Ghana. When is America going to stand up? It's more of us good, but you motherfuckers don't want to fight because you're scared. Because you're going to lose some shit. Fuck out of here. But this motherfucker sitting here trying to be a dictator, but you scared to stand up. Okay, cool. And people, and this is the real reason why I can't wait. I can't wait till I fucking retire. So I don't have to give a fuck about some of this shit that I probably care about or y'all care about. I can just do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do with my money. It's my money. You motherfuckers sit here all the time like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that shit. These motherfucking conservatives. You ain't conservative, motherfucker. You want to see harm happen to other people. You ain't conservative. The fuck out of here. These motherfuckers even be mad when Americans can, like, they so against, think about the conservatives. They so against Americans having healthcare. Let me ask you a question. Is to the conservatives, is motherfucking Canada socialist? They got free healthcare over that bitch. And they pay less in healthcare than we do. You stupid son of a bitches. Is they socialist? Would you call Canada a socialist country? You dumb motherfuckers. We can bring socialists here. Okay, we act like you don't pay for shit. You pay for wars. You pay for shit all the time. You pay for Trump. Some of you Trump supporters, you don't even conservatives. You don't even like that Trump is doing, and you still paying for it. They're dumbasses. But you don't want to pay for universal health care to help everybody. But like I told you, it ain't about that. They just racist. That's all it is. You conservatives are racist. You are bigots. You hate everybody that ain't like you, don't think like you, or ain't in your conservative type of fucking religion bullshit. So get the fuck out of here, man. You can't talk to me. You don't even know the fucking history of conservatives in the 21st century. You don't know. You motherfuckers been growing up to believing in a God that you never met, but you excuse me. Excuse me. But you mad at me. Okay. I'm a progressive. I'm a socialist. I'm a pedophile. Nigga, listen, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't like children. But a lot of your religious people do. Them so-called conservatives, they do. They like to fuck little girls and fuck little boys. That's what they do. Not all of them, but there's a big percentage of them. Fuck you talking about? We ain't on the same level, conservative people. Your moral, like you can't have a conversation with me. Your moral levels ain't on my level. The fuck out of here. You want to call me whatever you want. You call me whatever you want to call me. I know what you are. I'm confident I ain't you. I know that. And you ain't, and I put it this, I'm confident enough that you morally ain't better than me. How about that? That go all to the Trump supporters, all the so-called conservative motherfuckers that ride with Trump. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. You're out your fucking mind to think how y'all think. Or you believe in God. You ain't even never met God. Had you touched God? Did you give him a high five? Did you do anything? No, you didn't, bitch. Fuck out of here. Listen, people, I would give people passes. Right? I would give people passes. It's because if they were religious, right? And sometimes you get caught up in religion because I did. Because I was very religious. But even when I was in religion, I never thought to treat other people different from me. Because they believed in something different. And I was a very religious person. So that's why I said this shit ain't just about religion. This shit is about these motherfuckers, the biggest and racist and sexist and homophobes. This ain't just about religion. These motherfuckers, they hate. And if you hate like that, what the fuck? How you on my level? How you gonna talk to me? How you gonna tell me that you better than me morally? How? I don't hate people. I only hate you motherfuckers that hate people. So how you better than me? You try to label me like I don't care about people. You out your fucking mind. That's how these Trump supporters and these so-called evangelicals, these Christian Nazis. Nigga, they don't even know what's, listen, they don't read the Bible, people. They pick and choose out of religion Bibles. That's all they do. And like I said, I always stump them at the end of the day. Have you ever met God? Have you ever seen him? Have you ever talked to him? No, you have not. You have not. And you know why? I know that because I was very religious. And I never talked to God. I was just believing in what the religious people was telling me. But I never met him, never talked to him, never shook his hand, never said hi or bye. Never talked to God, ever. The so-called, listen, and I was a Christian, so I know they lying. You knew when I knew, this is when I knew that gay shit wasn't a sin. This is when I knew this. Right? when I was watching porn, right? And I seen myself watching porn, right? But I knew I wasn't gay either, I was in the transsexuals. But I was watching some porn shit with transgender shit. Didn't know I was watching it. Right? But I put you on game. Do I have a problem with seeing a transgender fucking a woman? No. But if I see a transgender or a dude fucking a transgender or something like that in that scenario, I have a problem with it. I ain't gonna say I have a problem with it. I won't watch it. It's not my problem to say I got a problem with it. No, I won't watch that shit. But if I watch a transgender to dig down a motherfucking female that I know is a female, I got no problem with it. And that's why I knew from then. I said, nigga, these motherfucking religious people tripping. It's almost like when dudes, like I'm not mad at if you can watch gay dudes fucking each other, you know, that's on you. But I can't watch two dudes fucking each other. Right? That's not my thing. That's not my speed. It's a sexuality thing. It's what you into. But I watch a transgender fuck a woman. But if I seen a transgender fuck a dude or a dude fuck a transgender, nah, I can't watch that. Can't watch it. Because I'm not into men fucking men. Right? But I can see a transgender. I can watch the shit because I thought to myself, I said, I can watch a transgender dude, or if they want to be called female, fuck a female. I can watch that. But I can't watch no motherfucking transgender fucking a dude or a dude fucking a transgender. I can't watch that because I'm not into dudes. You get what I'm saying? But porn is porn. In a way, it's porn. Porn is porn. But it's certain shit that your tolerance of who you are as a person, which you can watch and which you'll accept. Right? I thought about it, like, because I used to think, like, nah, I can't watch no transgender even fuck a woman. I thought about it. I watched the shit. I say, oh, no, ain't that big of a deal to me. Because I know that transgender, regardless of all that plastic surgery, whatever they got, they still got that dick. And I'm not watching the transgender. Like, I'm not attracted to the transgender. I'm attracted to the dick that's going into the pussy. And I always keep trying to explain that shit to everybody. Like, you have to understand that. Like, if you okay with another dude sticking something into another dude, then yes, you gay, bro. But if you watch a transgender, I'm not saying I watch transgender shit all the time. I'm just saying I caught the shit and I was like, oh, it's not that big of a thing to me. I don't watch that shit often. That's no shit I like or watch. Like, I look up a transgender fucking chick. I don't put that shit up. Like, that ain't my thing. But I'm saying I wouldn't call nobody gay if they was watching that they pulled up a transgender fucking a chick. That's not gay, bro. Because, like, to me, like I said, if you still got that dick, regardless, you got you got the titties or whatever, you got all that plastic surgery, all that shit for your titties, and got your ass and all that other shit, you still a dude. You just trying to come off as a, transgender, right? I'm not into transgenders, right? But I watched that shit and I was like, am I really that upset about that shit? Is that really gay? No, it's not really. It's not really gay. They doing what they doing. Some people into that shit. Listen, I don't watch the shit, but I'm not saying that I didn't catch the shit and I didn't watch it, right? Or I didn't look it up. I looked it up. Because like I said, I'm that motherfucker. I want to know shit. I looked it up. I watched it. I say, ain't that big of a thing to me. I can see how motherfuckers into that. Right? Because, listen, if the motherfucker still got his dick, man. I don't give a fuck they got the titties, the ass, and all that shit. I don't care about that. I mean, I care about that. Like, if you still got that, hey, man, you still a chick. I mean, you still a dude. I'm sorry. You still a dude. You still a dude to me. You almost doing some drag queen shit to me. That's how I look at it. You on some drag queen shit. So that's how I look at it. Like I said, there's no disrespect to gay people or transgenders. That's how I look at that shit. So I don't really have a problem. That's not no shit I prefer to look at, like transgenders and shit. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, I watched it. I seen it. Because like I said, you got to see shit to understand it sometimes. I watched it. I was like, am I that upset about it? No. And you know the crazy shit about it, I'll be honest about it. I watched that shit. And the transgender that was fucking the chick, it was a transgender, it was a porn star that I liked. And that shit, like, I was like, ooh. You get what I mean? I still was like, I still fuck her. It didn't turn me off of like some shit. Like, I wasn't into the transgender motherfucker, but I was into the chick. This is what you watching and what you looking at, right? And if you into that shit, you into it. I get that. I didn't go back and the only thing I did do, I'll say this, I'll be honest, because I never lie. The only thing I did do, I did go back to see how many this transgender, who she was fucking, or he or she or whatever, right? Who she was fucking. Nigga. And I didn't see a lot of the shit either. Like the porn stars I liked and shit, the females, I didn't even know they was fucking with these transgenders like that. I say, damn. He fuck. The transgender fucking with her. The porn stars I like. I said, damn. I said, so this shit is like a movement, right? But even though it was a movement, I still did not be like, oh, let me check out this transgender. No. I checked out how much who this transgender. I looked at the transgender or the transgenders or who they was fucking on my favorite porn stars. Not my favorite, but motherfuckers that I fuck with, But I was like, man, get the. I said, damn, this motherfucker's with all the porn stars that. I said, damn. I said, okay, cool. But you gotta respect people's shit. And listen, and a lot of them porn stars and shit, man, listen. Man, especially the females, they into anything and everything. Right? They into anything and everything. Because they try to make that money. So they shit is different. They're fucking transgenders. They do lesbian shit, the woman man shit, the woman shit. They would do it all to make that money. So I wasn't shocked about it. No, I didn't say I wasn't shocked about it. I was shocked about it. I was shocked that the female porn stars was having sex with transgenders. I was shocked by that. But like the gay shit, this is because this is a gay part of the porn shit. I wasn't shocked about none of that shit. I was like, yo, a lot of them niggas is gay, man. It's just that we didn't know that. But yeah. I say this. I don't watch transgenders shit. That's not my thing. I'm not saying I didn't Google it and look it up and shit like that. Yeah, because I wanted, my thing is all about, you can't judge shit you don't know nothing about, right? I didn't beat off to it or bust a nut or nothing like that to that shit or anything like that. I would just watch the shit. It was like, oh, that's what's going on. Oh, my porn star, the porn stars I fuck with, they doing that shit too. Okay. Well, listen, nigga, they gay. A lot of the porn stars that you beat off to, they just fucking the man and the woman, nigga, they most likely, if a woman is licking another woman pussy, they gay. So I don't know why y'all acting like y'all in y'all feelings about that. Like, yo, seriously, like they gay. Any woman that look another woman pussy, she gay. Now, motherfuckers might want to throw it like, oh, she bi. Whatever, you do that with all you want, but she's still gay. Being bi is being gay. I always tell people, ask yourselves this, right? And I'm going to leave this. Ask yourselves this, right? If you was in a situation with a woman, right? And she say, no, look, you got to come back. You want to fuck me, you got to come back and, do some shit with me and a woman. Because I'm into women too. You wouldn't do it? Nigga, that's the ultimate turn on. Right? You got that. I believe 95%, probably even higher than that, but I go 95% of men that will say, yeah, we with it. I'm coming. I'm going to do that. Right? All right. The next thing is, if a woman say to you, say, hey, look, I'm into transgenders and shit. You gonna come back with me to do this with the transgender? And she say, no, you ain't gotta get fucked or nothing like that, but you gotta watch us do this shit or whatever, get involved here. I want you to be involved. Not the fucking transgender, but how many of you niggas would do it? See, and I'm gonna leave it as this. This is where motherfuckers gotta be honest with themselves. You gonna turn down some pussy like that? Because the transgender is there? A lot of you niggas won't. Oh, you want to ask me? Or would I do it? No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because some fact, you got to think about it. In that type of environment of that, motherfuckers going to be getting fucked up and getting drunk. And smoking weed or whatever the fuck. Pop ecstasy, whatever. Nah, I wouldn't do it. That's just me. But even if I was sober, even if I was sober, I still wouldn't do it because she can go straight left with that. You never know. You're in the moment of doing some shit, getting sexual and shit like that. No, you wouldn't want to fuck around with that. She can get creepy in a way, right? If you're a heterosexual person, you don't want to fuck with that. Like, no. But it'll throw me off a little bit with some lesbians. Like the lesbian just all of a sudden she pull out a dildo. That should throw me off. So, like I said, like, yeah, that shit, like, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with that. But you ask yourself, would you do it just because of transgender day? You still can get the pussy, and they ain't saying you got to participate in the transgender shit. But you know, you get what I mean? They saying the only way you can get involved in it if you let the transgender in. Would you not fuck with it? I mean, I wouldn't personally, but because I know she can go left after that. But you know, because you never know what happened in that with transgenders and shit like that. And not trying to put this aspersion on transgenders, but it's just in a sexual way. You never know that a motherfucker might try you in that situation. And that can fuck up everything. If a motherfucker try me in that situation, a transgender, hey man, I don't float that way. I said I'll be a part of this, but then think about it. After that happens, a motherfucker try you, it throw everything off. Motherfucker like, oh, trying to get sexual with you, trying to kiss you and touch you and shit like that. Nah, I don't even want none of that to even occur or even thought about. So nah, I couldn't do it. But it's some motherfuckers that will go with it because they trying to get the pussy. Listen, it's some of these goofy ass niggas. And the bad part about it, they in the closet homosexuals, right? And these be the same people that be mad at the gays and shit like that. They'll be a part of that bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it what it's gonna be, people. I gotta take trash out. Not get my life together, but gotta get shit together. And myself ready for tomorrow. This is the first time I ever working 5 days straight. So, yeah. But yeah, think about that shit, man. And my whole point of bringing that up is like this whole notion that we mad at gay people and transgenders and shit. Like, that shit is crazy, man. If you into that type of shit, do you? I'm not mad at you, but just admit to that shit. Stop acting like you mad and hating on people. Hating on motherfuckers. Like, that shit ain't cool, man. That shit is disturbing, believe it or not. But love people, man. Stop that. Don't give a fuck, man. Let people be what they be. You don't have to be involved in every fucking thing. And everything you see don't mean that it's gonna happen to you. That's the crazy shit about it. A lot of these motherfuckers think this shit gonna happen to them. And nigga, it only happened to you if you put yourself in those situations. You get what I mean? So leave it be. If you ain't gay, don't put yourself in gay situations. Now, sometimes you may get in a situation where some shit be going left, but at the same time, check it. Because your morals and principles will come out real quick. I don't play with gay people like that. Or transgenders. I don't play that shit. That's why I said I don't go to gay parties, transgender parties, parades, none of that shit. They clubs, I don't go to none of that shit because I don't want that shit. It happened to me before. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to ever do that shit no more. Because first of all, I don't want to disrespect them to think that I hate them because they gay. But the other part is like, I don't want them ever fucking think that shit about me. You know? So, yeah, man. Just love people, man. I put some real shit out there to y'all. Y'all ain't think I was about that shit, nigga. I'm about that, nigga, but I ain't with the gay shit. And there ain't nothing wrong with gay people or transgenders or nothing like that, nigga. But I don't float that way. And you just gotta, and even though I don't float that way, but I ain't got a problem with them because they float that way. That's their sexuality. That's what they do, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's on them. And stop being mad at fucking people because you different from them. They different from me. I ain't mad at them. It's just, nigga, I can't fuck with that shit like that in the way that they think. So, you know, I don't go to their shit. It is what it is. But if we hang or I see them or some shit like that, or gay people, transgenders, nigga, we good. You know what I mean? But I don't go to their environment of where they feel real comfortable at. Like, you know what I mean? Parties and shit like that, clubs. I don't go to none of that shit, parades. I don't go to none of that shit. Because I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Because I've been there before. And I seen how that shit made me mad, uncomfortable. But we got to be respectful of them. Like if they're in our situation, like if a gay chick, if you don't know she gay and she in your environment of some straight shit, you're gonna try to hit on her. So she gonna feel uncomfortable. So she might think like, I can't keep going to that. I mean, she may not, but for me, it's a little different. I don't want to be involved in that shit. Like, I don't want them to think no shit like that. And that shit made me feel uncomfortable. For them, it may not feel that way, but for me, it did. So that's all I'm saying. That's my whole point, y'all. Shit makes me feel uncomfortable if I'm in your environment and you hitting on me. I don't like that shit. So, and I'm not gay, so I don't, or, you know, but I don't have a problem with gay folks, but it's just, no, I don't want to be hit on. No. And it's not like they intentionally trying to hit on you, a lot of them. It's just, nigga, you in that environment. If you're in a gay environment, they supposed to hit on motherfuckers. They're assuming everybody there's gay. So, or homosexual. So, that's all I be trying to tell people. Just watch your surroundings, man. Anyway, leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boys, your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love. Peace and love to the world. It's your boy, Mr. OBF.